IM is international business. I believe that I encompasses all commercial activities across national boundaries. Para mas simple, ako yung business na nagbubukas from other countries. Tandaan mo, may tatlo akong pagkatao. First, the movement of goods from other country. Ito ay import, export, and trade. Second, contractual agreement. Ito naman yung franchising, licensing like fast food chains. Lastly, ang palagi yung nakikita, ang formation and operation in foreign markets. Ito naman yung paggawa ng ibang business sa ibang bansa. There are some challenging aspect pagdating sa akin. First, multi-domestic business or changing the nature of product kasi nag-a-adapt sa norms and culture ng country. Second, multinational or selling products without changing the product. Kasi you believe na mahal ka ng customer, ba't ka pa magbabago? Nakakalungkot kasi may kaagaw ako sa business.
Hindi naman ako mga agaw. Hi, my name is GB, short for Global Business, na mas better kay Ivy. Bakit ako mas better? My name is Global Business, which means businesses have branches and offices in many countries, and their products are distributed worldwide. Hindi lang ako focus sa isa or dalawang countries, unlike her. Mas malawak ako dahil my scope is the whole world itself. One of the best example ng global business is Coca-Cola. Before, it all started in the United States, but as time goes by, and as of today, Coca-Cola has offices for their products around the globe. I believe that I am a course about studying businesses around the world, which includes international business.
I am Difference and I'm here to talk about what makes them unique to each other. The word global is an adjective which means concerning of the entire earth and not just one or two regions. It's synonymous to worldwide and universal. And also it means unlimited, unbounded, comprehensive, and general. The word international, on the other hand, is an adjective which means concerning of two or more nations. It simply means na kung sino lang ang countries na involved ay sila lamang ang mag-uusap. The best example for global are the fast food chain like McDonald's and KFC. Both of the companies started in US, but now they have their chains across the globe. For example, in international business, I am from Philippines, imported my banana to Japan. Then kami lang ng Japanese partner ko ang mag-uusap. This includes the government and the set of rules with it. Magkaiba nga kayo, pero both of you are unique. International business is more focused in one or two, while global business is more than two countries, which gives a higher risk, but it also gives a higher returns if done properly.
My topic is the importance of studying of global business. We have three importance kung bakit natin to pinag-aaralan. First is globalization. Globalization means being the world or connection. Since makabago na ang ating panahon at marami ng mga bagong technology, psychological state ng tao, and how a country run. Second is PSI. System means planning, strategizing, and implementing what is on your mind. Global business can help you to lessen failure because pinag-aralan mo ng mabuti. When it comes to venturing to another level, it needs pag-iisipan and research which can be provided by studying global business. And lastly, adaptation. Di kasi lahat pare-pares kaya dapat sumabay tayo. Global business will give us insight on what are the things na pwedeng gawin in order to makasabay with the first and second world countries. So pagkatapos natin pag-aralan yung global business, alamin naman natin kung paano natin ito maiintindihan.
Hi, ako ang gabay mo kung paano maiintindihan ang globalization. Since high school pa lang ata naririnig na natin itong term na to, but we don't know how to understand it. masasuggest ko na gamitin ng tool na ito para matulungan kang maintindihan ito. First is historical data. Ginagamit ito to know what happened to a certain point of time. It is useful kasi this will gives us insight of the past. For example, the word globalization started way back 1900s but became popular during the Cold War. As you can see, this is an example of it. Second is using economics. We all know that numbers doesn't lie. Economics can help us understand everything through numbers and graphs. Pwede natin makita what is the trend, saan bumabagsak, and kailan tataas ang isang product or trend. Lastly is what we are doing right now, studying global and international business. By studying this, we aim to have knowledge sa ibang bansa. Gusto natin malaman yung pagkakaiba sa main country and other parts of the country. It also serves as a guide for us na hindi basta-basta ang pinapasok nating landas sa business. That's why it is very helpful. Tandaan, di lang globalization ang term na belong sa global business.
Siyempre, hindi lang yun ang associated sa lesson natin. Here are some terms na kailangan nyo ding tandaan. MNE, or Multinational Enterprises, has its management headquarters in one or rarely more than one country. The home country while also operating in other countries. The best example will be the fast food chain such as Jollibee, McDo, and KFC. FDI, or Foreign Direct Investment, is an investment made by a firm or individual in one country into business interest located in another country. Ito naman yung nag-i-invest ka sa ibang country like Jollibee, they invested in Smashburger. Bakit? Para ma-expand pa nila yung scope ng business nila. GDP, or Gross Domestic Product, is the monetary value of all finished goods and services made within a country during a specific period. Ito yung total value ng mga nabebentang product here in the country.
Purchasing Power Parity, or PPP, it is a conversion that determines the equivalent amount of goods and services different currencies can purchase. Triad, it is the three emerging regions, namely North America, Western Europe, and Japan.
Expatriate manager is yung nagtatrabaho sa bansa pero di citizen. Kilala sila sa specialized skill nila in a certain nature. BRIC, or Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Ito yung mga bansa na main suppliers sa buong mundo. NGO, or non-governmental organization. Ito naman yung individual groups that help people in the country.
So to summarize our report, we should first distinguish what is the meaning of global and international. So for international, it refers to the issues and concerns regarding one, two, or more countries involved in it, while global refers to the issues and concerns of the whole world. So when we incorporate those words with the word business, it changes its meaning. So ano nga ba international business? International business is all about the businesses concerning one or two or more countries involved in it. While sa global business, ang scope kasi ng global business is the whole world, which means pwede mong i-apply lahat ng nalalaman mo around the world. While when it comes to international business, limited lang yung scope mo kasi mas focus ka dun sa 1, 2, or 3 or more countries kung saan ka mag-ooperate or mag-open. So when it comes to business, hindi lang naman pwedeng good sides yung lagi nating tinataral. Of course, there will be challenges na kakaharapin ng isang entrepreneur. So when it comes to global and international business, we see two things or two aspects na pwede maging challenge when it comes to business. First aspect about the challenge na kinakaharap is yung multi-domestic businesses. Ito yung mga businesses kung saan may product sila but because of the globalization and other aspects pa na nakapaloob doon, they change the nature of business kasi they are following the norms of that country. While yung isa, the multinational businesses, which means na hindi nila kailangan baguhin yung product nila kasi they believe na yung product nila is suitable for that country. So kung tatanungin ka, if ever, what is the most evident difference between global and international business? So there will be a word called investment. So sa global business, hindi lang import and export yung focus nila. They also invest in other businesses para mas lumaki pa yung scope ng business nila. So, when it comes to the importance, why do we study global business? It is tackled already by Salud. But let's summarize it. So, meron tayong tatlong importance while we study it. So, sa group namin, our first is the globalization. Why globalization? Globalization is all about being globalized. Meaning, hindi lang tayo affected ng sarili nating economy, but also we are affected of others' economy. So, dapat nating pag-aralan yung global business para alam natin yung norms, cultures, and other trends na pwede nating gawing business when it comes to them na ginagawa natin dito. Hindi lang naman yon, globalization also focuses when it comes to social media. Bakit? Kasi all of us already have access to social media, which means dami na rin tayo sa pagiging globalized. So next is the PSI system, which means planning, strategizing, and implementing. So ito yung sa sarili lang namin, sa group namin, kasi we believe that studying global business will help us to grow more when we encounter doing business outside our country na. So why do we say this PSI system? So PSI focuses on the planning and strategizing. So doon tayo focus kaya tayo nag-aaral ng global business ngayon. So dito natin mapag-aaralan ano ba yung mga dapat natin gawin, what are the rules and regulations, ano bang norms and strategies, paano natin mapapenetrate yung market outside our boundaries. So sa implementing, doon natin malalaman if effective ba yung ginagawa natin, yung pag-aaral natin if effective ba. So for the last one na importance para sa amin, the adaptation. Adaptation meaning, kailangan natin mag-adapt kasi being globalized doesn't mean na dapat we stick to what we know or we stick to what we know. All of a sudden, kailangan natin mag-adapt because, bakit? Ba't kailangan natin mag-adapt? Kasi nagbabagong panahon. Change is constant in this world. So, if a business doesn't want to adapt to what's happening to its environment, magiging iba siya, bababa siya, or bigla siyang mawawala sa eksena. So, for us, Group 2, yun yung tatlong importance why we study global business. So, how can we understand naman what is the meaning of globalization? So, we listed 3 things on how we can understand globalization. So, first is the historical data. Bakit? Kasi, historical data shows us kung saan nag-umpisa ang globalization, how it started, how did it become a trend, paano siya naging boom, just like how it started. So, it started before the 1900s. Before 1900s pa, meron ng globalization. So, the word globalization boom during the Cold War hanggang ngayon. It's still booming kasi lahat affected na So, next is the economics. Bakit isang tool ang economics to understand globalization? Economics shows us the demand, the supply, the graphs na kailangan natin, kung ano ba yung trend and what's not. Ano yung booming business to what's not, palitan ng peso to dollars and other foreign exchanges. So, doon natin makikita lahat sa economics. Then lastly, nilista namin is yung global business. Bakit? Just like what Tomali said, global business is a course which is pinag-aaralan natin ngayon and kailangan nating pag-aralan pa. Bakit? Kasi globalization again means being global. So, kailangan maintindihan natin what are the pulso of the other countries, people around the world. Also terms na dapat nating tinatandaan when it comes to global business. First is MNE or multinational enterprises. Ito yung may business ka, dito yung headquarters mo sa home country, then nag-operate ka pa sa ibang country. Next is FDI or Foreign Direct Investment. Ano nga ba to? Ito yung nag-i-invest ka pa sa other countries or other businesses outside the country para mas lumago pa yung business mo. So next is GDP or Gross Domestic Product. Ito yung value ng goods and services na nagawa here in the country during a specific period of time. So, triad means a group of three. So, yun lang yung explanation doon. Next is expatriate manager. Ito yung mga workers kung saan foreigners sila, hindi sila taga dito, but they are working here in the country because of their specialized skills. Another one is the BRIC, the BRIC, or stands for Brazil, Russia, India, and China. Ito yung mga countries kung saan sila yung top 4 suppliers around the world. Government organization or the NGOs, alam naman natin yung lahat, ano yung NGO. Sila yung groups kung saan tumutulong, not only just for businesses but also for regular peoples here in the country. So, again, that is all about international business, global business, and globalization. So, yun lang. Thank you so much for hearing out our report.